What is up, guys? It's Scott with Hedge back for another Cloverhealth update, and today was looking real good up until say about 3:20, and then we had a massive sell-off to finish the day. Almost right where we started. We're up 8 cents on the day, and then we are up a bit during the after hours here. Up another 13 cents, so that would have been nice to hang on to earlier in the day. But let's go right over here. So MACDs to end the day were looking like shit, as well as the RSI, but now we're back up to RSI right currently sitting at 63, so that is super strong here. It's getting bought back up. We're going to go right over to the Ortex data. We do have some new failures to deliver that have been reported on here. So let's see if we can pull those up. Oh, yeah. Look at this. I think we have a cumulative about 20 million new failures to deliver from the first half of July, which is pretty fucking insane when you consider that this is almost as many failures to deliver as AMC had at its height, but their float is like 4 times the size of Cloverhealth. So that would be like, that's literally mind-boggling how many failures to deliver there are. So we're gonna go over. I wanted to pull up the dark pool data here as well from today. We did have quite a bit of volume today at 19.5 million shares traded, and of that 10.9, so almost 11 million shares were on the dark pool. So that means 10.9 million shares did not affect the price of the stock. And we're going to go to the options chain next, and we can see right here this week is not looking good for the options holders here. Out of the money, we can see 31,000 options out of the fucking money. In the money, we've only got 3,400, so we can see right here. Unfortunately, I don't think that the 850 calls are going to hit, just because, I mean, if we go back to the chart, anytime it sniffs $8.50, it just gets pounded back down into oblivion. We see high of the day here was 850 right on the nose, and then look what happened. Big sell-off. Fuck our lives. Fuck us. We are getting pounded. Moving on to the short interest on Fintel. So we can see a couple of things that jump out at me. Short interest percentage of the float is creeping back up. Days to cover has jumped quite a bit, 2.42 days to cover. And then the overall short interest has jumped up as well. 2.42 days to cover is really fucking high. All right, so pretty much about the same short shares availability as Friday. So it's been hovering around 2 million, going as low as 450,000 10 hours ago. And then that short borrow fee rate continues to drop as well. We do not have updated FTD data on Fintel, but we do have it on Ortex. We're just going to pull up quick, see if we have any new institutional buys, and it looks like we have, yeah, we have some new ones here. This is a new position, Arizona State Retirement System, picking up 31,000 shares. Whew. Bally Gifford & Co.'s got 5.1 million, $68 million value. Holy shit. Holy shnikes. And one more thing I wanted to get to on this today, talking about dark pool abuse from the Mr. Treat Scary from a couple hours ago. Dark pool abuse is a huge problem. It is very evident that there's some extreme fuckery going on with the amount of time we have been flatlined. There's no way anyone is selling. Dark pool abuse is real, and it is a huge issue. ATS were intended for large investors to buy very large blocks of shares without spiking the price. The average size of a dark pool transaction has dropped on this to a little more than 180 to 200 shares per transaction. I believe what is happening now is that they are shorting the shares in the open market and then buying them back on the dark pool, which doesn't doesn't affect the market price. Not only are they buying on the dark pool, but our orders are being routed through the dark pool as well. Since the spike, the short interest in the dark pool has been decreasing significantly, which means people have been mostly buying. On average, we see about 60% of daily volume being traded through the dark pool. Like we said earlier, right here, we can see 57% today and right around 57% on average over the moving 30-day average, meaning only 40% of shares traded have influence on the share price, like I said earlier. And guess what? Companies like Citadel, who controls the order flow and where they're getting filled, is also buying and selling those stocks with extremely low volume that we have been seeing. Let's say 10 million, for example, 60% of that is dark pool, leaving roughly 4 million shares that affect the price. Now, with current short volume numbers of 20%, that's roughly 3.2 million buy and 800,000 sell. And we're going to take a look at some data from last Wednesday. We had bullish momentum all day, and at the exact resistances, we saw significant share dumps of 650K and 450K. Those two orders alone surpassed the average short volume we've been seeing. And this does mean two things. One, no one is selling, and two, 100% manipulation. Now, the key takeaway here is that they're only spending about 5 to 10 million to suppress the price on the open market, since the majority of the work is done through rerouting of orders on the dark pool. This is a huge issue and needs to be investigated. Yes, it sure fucking does. That is all I've got for you guys today on this. So as always, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more updates on Cloverhealth, as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you guys so much for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next video.